What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Welcome back. Wow, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I have been doing this, since I've been doing any kind of vlog situation. I'm a little out of breath. My place here, you guys, wait, hold up. You haven't seen the new place. Let me show you around a little bit. So yeah, we're not gonna do a full house tour, but I haven't really shown much of anything else other than what you might have seen on some past like full-length Everforward Radio podcast episodes, which I'm working on a big revamp right now for YouTube. I said that last year, I know, but then the pandemic hit and my world got completely turned upside down in terms of content, frequency, distribution, what I wanted to do, really what I needed to do. But you know what? I'm tired of making excuses, so I'm just gonna let you know things are changing and I'm working on a big way to make that happen. So for all my OG people out there that enjoy the vlogs, that have enjoyed kind of the sit-down tutorial, men's lifestyle, military, entrepreneurship, relationship stuff, I got you, it's coming back. So I'm kind of a hot mess right now. I was laying out in the sun earlier, having a little lazy Saturday here, drinking matcha. I'm actually feeling the matcha today. I'm always team coffee, but you know what, sometimes it's good to change it up. Shout out Strong Coffee. They make a bomb strong matcha as well. Collagen, L-theanine, MCTs, all that good stuff. If you guys want to check it out, I'll link a link down in the comment box below. You can actually save 15% with code CHASE, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna go get changed. I'm gonna shower, get pretty for you, and then we're gonna have a little sit down talk, okay? I'll see you in a minute. All right, so, but before I get to that, better put a coaster down or May is gonna be real unhappy with me. May's my wife, if you don't know. If you're new to the channel, May is my wife. She's my wife. So what I have learned the most in 2020 and here in 2021 is to insert stillness in your life when things are going very well. Damn sure when things are not going according to plan, or even in your opinion, catastrophic, end of the world, worse, no good, very bad, insert anything other than happy-go-lucky feeling over here. And what I mean by that is by inserting stillness and by taking a breath sometimes and by just giving myself enough of a pause, I have been able to really find the things in my life and in my work that not only matter to me the most, that give me the most joy and fulfillment, but I've been able to lean into more, to double down on, and in some cases, cut the cord on some things, or just do less of, or especially delegate out, to make the big machine spin better, more efficiently, and to really reduce a lot of the negative outcomes like being super stressed out, weight loss, fatigue. Well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself actually, because I am on the other side of a very big burnout episode. I'll get to that in a second. All right, so what I did in 2020 was plan on a lot of things, and based on those things, those events, those places, it was going to directly kind of influence the type, the style, and the frequency of my content. Now, if you're new to the channel and you don't know anything about me, real quick, let me give you a little bit of some backstory. I'm 35 years old. I was in the Army active duty for 6 years. After that, I went into the health and fitness world. I was a wellness specialist, a personal trainer, group exercise instructor, clinical health coach for several years. And then at the end of 2017, I left my job to go full-time into being an online health coach, as well as double down and go full-time as a podcaster. My coaching company, Everforward Coach, my podcast, Everforward Radio. And then in about 2019, spring, summer 2019, I actually stopped coaching altogether because I wanted to lean all into the podcast. Everforward Radio was the thing that lit me up the most in life. I loved doing it the most. I got the most excited about it. And I began to just pour everything into that platform so that I could make it better, so that I could stand out, so that I could grow my reach, my audience, my downloads, build better relationships with people, build better relationships with sponsors, and just monetize it more so that it could be my livelihood. And that really ties in well to what I want to pick up back on here with, is that in 2020, like I said, I had all of these plans. I wanted to go here, do that, meet this person, do this thing. And I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted that content to look like, to feel like. I had it all planned out, and then boom, the bottom dropped out. 2020 happened, the pandemic hit, and especially for me here in Los Angeles, California, we got hit kind of the hardest, one of the hardest places in terms of restrictions, lockdowns, what we could and couldn't do in terms of being out in public, going out to restaurants, travel. And I'm not trying to stir the pot. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but you know what I'm talking about here. Things changed a lot, and in some cities more so than others. So I had to sit back and I had to think. And I'll never forget this moment. I wish I had pictures here to kind of throw up. We were living downtown Los Angeles at the time. We're over here in West Hollywood now. And I had floor to ceiling windows in my apartment there. And I took out some magic erase markers, or dry erase markers, and I just stood up on a chair, and they're like 10-foot ceilings, and from like top to bottom, I just brain dumped all of my ideas, everything that I wanted to do. And then whatever came out in that process as well, if I saw an opportunity, if I got a new idea, and then I took a step back, and I had like 1, 2, 3, 4 windows just covered in ideas and plans and notes. And then I took a step back and I looked at what I wanted to do, what I was doing, and what other things came out of these opportunities, and whatever just came out of my mind at that time. And then I just filtered down. And what I want to drive home with you here, if you're watching this, whether this is just for your personal life, whether you're working a 9 to 5, whether you have a side hustle, whether you're a small business owner, but definitely in the world of entrepreneurship, I think this is a very, very vital practice that I realized that I didn't have frequently enough, and I would recommend for you all to have as well, is to do just that. So many times in life and in your business, we're just go. We're spinning the wheels, and it may work. It may be giving you something to do. It may be covering your bills. It may be yielding other opportunities. It may be doing things, but just because it is doing something doesn't always mean that is what you should be doing. It also doesn't mean that's what you're going to be able to keep up doing in the long run. Like I said, even though I got a lot of clarity into what I wanted to do, it showed me all the amount of work that I needed to do in order to do it. And I did it, and I got really burnt out. And then on the other side of 2020, like early 2021, things began to lighten up here in LA. We got a little bit of normalcy back. My wife became a nurse practitioner. She passed her boards, and so a lot of reality began to sink back in of what life can be again, and new opportunities, especially for her. She has been a student and unemployed for the last 2 years, and so all that kind of compounded, and I had this just oh my God moment where I've been working my ass off so hard with all these new things the last year. I have been working so hard to provide for my family, willfully so, but gladly so, for May to just only have to focus on school. Grad school, nurse practitioner school is no joke. And sorry for the background noise here. No matter where I go in life, I'm either always by like a fire department or buses. I mean, big city, right? What are you gonna do? And so it all kind of just hit me. And I got burnt out, and I freaked out, and I was just so detached from my work. I was trying to find ways to get motivated to do the things that I love to do. And my work is kind of all around motivation. It's all around when the going gets tough, the tough get going, ever forward, right? And it just didn't work for me anymore. And instead, like I'd done in the past of just suppressing that and just trying to power through it and ignore it, I actually just let it happen. I just let all the just bad feelings happen. I let all the just funk happen. I talked to my wife actually, and I'm not trying to play light on this, but just to kind of show you the severity and hopefully to let you know that this is okay. like I said, my wife is a nurse. She's a registered nurse, RN, BSN, now a fully board certified licensed nurse practitioner. And I walked into our bedroom one day. I'm already sweating, nice. Walked into my bedroom one day and I was like, baby, I think I might be depressed, which was so weird for me to say out loud. And she's like, all right. So she kind of treated me like a patient. She walked me through this this kind of protocol of specific questions that she would ask anybody who is, you know, thinking they might be depressed or high stress, high anxiety. And she told me, honestly, based on my answers, she was like, if you were a patient, I would not consider talking to you about possible medications or other therapies. And that was a big red flag for me. And despite all the things that I try to do in life, take care of my body, my mind, even for somebody like me who is in the health and wellness space, like, we're human. And I think 2020 got to me, and all this stress got to me, and just life happened to me, as it does everybody. I'm not special. And I really took note of that. And so I took a hard step back. I intentionally scheduled into my life and my work more often play, more often breaks, more often sunshine and community. And so that, coupled with, so realizing my body, my mind were freaking out, fizzling out, coupled with all the intensity and clarity I had gotten on my work, which didn't make the work any less. It just showed me more what I had to do, what I wanted to do. I chose it, right? I'm self-employed. This is all my own doing. It just got to me. But once I was able to really kind of take a step back and look at, why is this happening in terms of the burnout? What is it teaching me? Plus all the clarity of 2020, I am now working on things that I am the most excited about. I have the most hope for. Some of these things are already coming to fruition in terms of opportunities and new revenue streams for me and my family. And I'm so grateful for that. And how I want to kind of wrap up this video here, I've been rambling for a few minutes, is that, you know, the world is kind of coming back a little bit. You know, I understand everybody's in a different situation, different part of the world. So if this is you, or even if it's not, you know, there's always hope, and we have to keep looking forward. We have to keep just doing the best that we can for ourselves, and especially for our loved ones and our families. Is that it's just amazing what can happen when you put forth effort, consistency, discipline, when you take a moment to pause, take a few moments to pause, and just really take inventory of what is serving you, what lights you up the most in your profession, in your life. But then also when all of that isn't enough and your body is gonna come knocking and let you know, hey, a-hole, you've been running us into the ground. All these things matter. All these things are important, and they are very important parts of the equation of life. They're very important variables that we can try to manipulate. You can take a pause, you can take inventory, you can set goals, you can do all these things. But even when it is with clarity and good intention, sometimes it is still going to be overwhelming to the body, physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, all the above. And that is one thing that I really want to pass back as I wrap up the video here. Take it from someone like me who has, for many years ago, not paid attention to these things in life, not paid attention to what my body, my mind, my soul was telling me, despite my best intentions. And just because something may not feel like it's warm and fuzzy doesn't mean it's not there to teach you a very valuable lesson. So show up as best you can. Pause, insert stillness into your life, take a walk, take a deep breath, journal, meditate, whatever you need to do, and just see what rises to the top. Go in on that. Go in on the things that feel like they're pulling you. Go in on the first top of mind things, and just know that even though you have clarity on these things and things are lighting you up and you get excited, plan for kind of what the payback is going to be for your body, that energy draw. You're so cool. And that's just really my lesson for the video. So this is a little bit different. This is not a podcast video. This is me sitting down, kind of what I used to do a lot here on my channel, and honestly what I want to get back into a lot more of. So my whole goal in life and in business is to just share my experiences, things that bring value to me and awareness in my fitness and my nutrition, my fitness, my nutrition, and my mindset, and to put it out there on social media, on platforms like this, like YouTube, my podcast, Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, welcome. If you're an OG, welcome back. Either way, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this video if you can relate or if you found value in this. Let me know how you take pause, insert stillness in your life down in the comments below. What you're working on the most. I truly try to get social on social media. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Ever forward.